power from external to an internal encampment of mystical vision. Entering the castle is your cosmic pathway to illumination, carved by a cosmic mystic who happened to be in her lifetime a Catholic. But make no mistake, this is not a journey for Catholics. This is a journey for all mystics who are called to be of service through their soul. And any great journey to illumination is a journey any mystic would recognize as cosmic. For Teresa, reaching the seventh mansion was reaching union with God. There was no other place to go. For her, this was the final stage. This was full mystical union, and there was nothing else to say. There was no other place to go. And yet she tried to describe it. She said, in the seventh dwelling, everything is new. Now God is ready to remove the scales from the eyes of the soul so that she can see and understand something of the blessing he is granting her. He does this in a strange and inexplicable way. The soul enters the innermost chamber through a transcendent vision of the three divine persons, which imparts to her a particular representation of truth. At first, an incredible clarity descends upon the soul like a luminous cloud, setting her spirit on fire and illuminating each of the three aspects of God individually. At the same time, through a wondrous kind of knowledge, she apprehends the truth that all three persons of God are one substance, one power, and one knowing of one God alone. What Teresa is referring to is the profound vision she had in the seventh mansion, where all doctrine came together, and she transcended even the doctrine of Catholicism to become a cosmic being. And one of the great doctrines of Catholicism, the Trinity, that, like any myth of any religion, is first understood literally, taken biologically, taken fundamentally, that there was really a Father, a Son, and a Holy Spirit, that there was a mating of a God and a woman. That transcendence, that eventually the journey into the soul is a journey of shedding, like she says, shedding the mythologies that carry the power of God to you, shedding the mythologies that contain the power of God so that you could encounter the power of God. And within her Catholic tradition, one of the great mythologies was that Jesus, and his journey from Jesus to the Christos, to the Christ Spirit, was a journey that put into place the template of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Now, was that a literal force, or was that a trinity of power? What was that? There are many that would have to take it as a literal force. And I am not even teaching Catholic dogma. What I am doing is using an example of a mystic who, when ready, transcended her own tradition. That within the seventh mansion, she was even lifted out of her own tradition and into the experience of, even that was used to represent a greater greatness, which is you, beyond even one tradition that could contain you. So she says, oh, what this really was is that you are power and knowledge and truth. And so that's what that Trinity really represents. A transcendence of even that tradition. But imagine the size your soul must be to leave behind even that. The beloved package your own journey came in. The way that you shed even your path and you say, I shed even that. I am so free. I am so free. And this is when she became a fully cosmic being, truly belonging to no faith. Like Buddha, belonging to no faith. Like Jesus when Jesus entered the Christos, belonging to no faith. These great cosmic beings, transcendent. This is the seventh mansion. What we can take from this is how wondrous it is to know that the evolution of our journey is not an evolution toward a religion. It is not an evolution toward one faith. It is not an evolution toward one God or one myth. It is obvious that we must use a route. So we're all going to be born into a route. You cannot go into the soul without a guide. You cannot. You will implode. You will get lost. And you will get lost, I assure you. Make no mistake, because you will find that your interior is an extraordinarily complex but very simple place. The complexity is in its demand. It is a relentless companion. Once you open truth, what are you going to do? Ignore it? Once you open a part of you that can see clearly, do you honestly think you can leave that part of you unattended? It will never stop asking, well, is this truth or not? Where's the truth here? Where's the truth there? What do I do now? Am I following the truth or am I not? Is this authentic? Am I being authentic in this moment? Give me the courage to be authentic. What is the deeper truth? Am I following false God or am I following my guidance? Do you think you can turn that off? I don't think so. You can try, but good luck to you. If you don't recognize that isolation is essential, that silence is essential, you're going to run in as if you've done something wrong, as if something's wrong, period. You're going to run away and think, I need a therapist. Why do you need a therapist? What do you need a therapist for? Because you're unhappy? Because suddenly there's nothing on your screen to entertain you, to keep you occupied? Because maybe, just maybe, you're being called into silence and that is not an indication that you're dysfunctional? And how dare you ask, how long will this go on? As long as it's necessary. And that may be 5 years for some of you. And that's it, people. Get a backbone. That's it. That's the way it is. Stop being a baby about what it is to have a soul. The inner life is not a health spa for a comfort zone. It is a tough place. And if you put yourself out there as someone who you think is capable